Maybe it's the only way to go through. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. Though it hurts, I only wish you blessings. When intuition talks, you gotta listen. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. 'Cause you build me up to break me down. Never respect the love you found. And I had a voice inside the back of my mind. I always knew it deep down. You don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh, no looking back this time. No looking back this time. No looking back this time.
Oh, my days, my days. Crack me up. How is everyone this evening? How are we all today? I've just tuned into Jamie's show for the last probably about half an hour of it. I did have it planned for 9, but if he's going to do a divert, then I might as well get you all in here straight away. And maybe I can go on a little bit longer. What a time to be alive as a Liverpool fan. So much news, so much updates every single day. Absolutely loving it. We are all loving it, aren't we? We are all loving it. Just going to give a couple of shout outs to all the members. Big up Dan. Big up Hayach. Big up Polo. Who else have we got in? Big up John. Big up Harrison. James. Who else have we got in? That's all so far. I got loads of bangers, mate. Loads of bangers to play. I used to be a DJ. Tune you just heard was why is my screen gone different? Okay, was Calvin Harris Blessings, the CHRLY remix. It's quite difficult to get hold of, but if you persevere, you'll find a way. Okay, but it's quite difficult to actually get hold of. I got it on demo sent over because I still get loads of demos and that's sent to me. But check it out. And if you like some of the other tunes that I played in the other shows, I tell you what they are after I played them at the start. I've been copywritten a couple of times, so I'm tend not to do it as much as I did because I was doing like 2 tracks, one at the start and one at the end. But I've been copywritten a couple of times, so I'm like sharing the monetization with the person who made the tune on a couple of my shows. So I'm not going to do it as much. I leave the decks on though. I play with the decks on. what have I got to talk about? Okay, so Guehi or Guetta? What would you like, Guehi or Guetta? Yeah. Yeah, man, check it out. Check it out. He's done some other really good remixes as well, by the way. Quite a few good drum and bass remixes. He's on SoundCloud if you want to get hold of him. Okay. Loads and loads to talk about. Obviously, just a recap. Diaz, I had a big meltdown over yesterday and was dancing in the street naked because I thought Bayern Munich might be signing him. And now Liverpool have rejected any bids from Bayern Munich. So I put my clothes back on and sneaked back into the house with my tail between my legs. Yeah, that's a euphemism. Also, big up Oliver, amazing. Thank you for becoming a member. I am doing a show next week called Football and Rabbit Holes, and I will definitely make sure you check that out. Okay, it'll be a minimum of 2 hours long. Okay, and we can go anywhere my members want to go, because I was going to start a YouTube channel during COVID, during lockdown, and I was going to do a conspiracy channel because I've been into my conspiracy stuff for years and years. I'm talking like over 20 years. And I just didn't get around to doing it. Like, I really wish I had. I'd be a millionaire now. I'd be raking it in. I'd have hundreds of thousands of subscribers checking out my show. But it is what it is. I didn't go through with it. I was doing music production at the time. So I ended up getting into making music instead of talking about conspiracies, which now, in hindsight, I should have done that because I'd have made more money. The music didn't take off as well as I thought, and it was a lot of hard work. And I wasn't prepared to put that much effort in when I still had a daytime job. So, swings and roundabouts, say. But I asked the members what you want me to talk about if it's not football, and you all said conspiracies, so let's go with it. So good to have you on board. And if anyone else wants to become a member, it's literally 99p. So join the rebels and you can check out, you can get involved in that show, and I'll do more of them. So let's all get involved. Brilliant. Evening, Melon Dope. Hope you are well. Yeah, it was. It was just a lot of. There's a lot of networking. Like, it was a lot of reaching out to labels, and I mean, at the moment, and now I actually do A&R for a really good record label. So I actually find the producers for the label. If you want to go and check the label out, it's called Nasty Funk Records. Pretty much most of the artists that are on it, I've signed. And I've found. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like, I still get money for that, but that's a side hustle, and that's something that I never want to really let go of, because I was DJing for so long and I was into music for so long that I can't just completely go cold turkey. But I've moved into the countryside and I'm not in the capital anymore, which is where I used to do all my gigs, and I used to get flights abroad and stuff. So it was really easy being there. Sometimes I'd do like 3 gigs a weekend, which is a lot. So I'd do like maybe 1 on a Friday, 2 on a Saturday, and bounce from club to club across London. It was great for holidays and that, because I used to just go to Ibiza and DJ there, and get paid, get hotels, get free drinks. It was really good life if you're really into that stuff all the time. But in the end, you get old and you really want to just get out of it in the end, and I did. So this has become a bit of a member show now by me just chatting shit. All right, should we talk about football for a bit? What was that? Reason Ray's got right. Yeah, I mean, God, it is absolutely rife. Like behind the decks, everybody's everybody's off it, like mad. Like I used to drink. My rider at gigs was a couple of cans of Red Bull, bit of vodka, a couple of cans of Diet Coke, and a bag of Haribo's. That was my rider. Like there was people who'd had like bottles of champagne and this and that, and my rider was that, and my tech rider was Technics. That was it. Like CDJs, or Technics if I ever played vinyl, and that was my rider. You had tech riders as DJs, and you had alcohol riders, and I always used to get a bag of Haribo's thrown in there as well because I could eat Haribo's when I was playing. Like just a little bit of a sugar rush. Like I know that's mad life, and I'd always get my Haribo's nicked by people who'd be like coming in and just like looking at the stuff, and then they sneak the Haribo's. They wouldn't take my drinks, but take my sweets. Yeah, mad. I actually know them. I actually know them. I've actually met them. That's mad. I've actually met Art Bat. Like I've actually met them. They're on my Instagram as well. They follow me on Instagram. Funny man, funny. Yeah, I did quite a few gigs in Spain. Did quite a few gigs in Budapest, Amsterdam, Malta. Yeah, all over UK. Like, but yeah, good stuff. It was a good life, but I mean, you couldn't do it forever. Like it would really take its toll. Like, God, that's a long time ago. I played with oh God, who have I played with? So I've been on quite like I was on the same lineup as Pete Tong in Egg once, like, but I played with loads and loads of DJs, like loads of DJs. I tell you what, we could do a member show where I talk about music and stuff if you want. That'll be another segment that we can do. We can do another member show where we talk about music, because I know a lot about music. Been involved in it for so many years. But yeah, we could do that. I tell you some really funny stories as well, and also some really crazy stories, like my first experience with Carl Cox. I can tell you about that story because I was only 16 years old with my first experience with Carl Cox in the back of a car after coming back from a rave. That's hilarious. Like I'm surprised that never made headlines somewhere. But yeah, I could tell you about that. Stu Allen was driving the car. If you've ever heard of him, he was like a famous rave Manchester DJ. Like, yeah, I can definitely tell you that story in the members chat. That could not go on YouTube. But yeah, man. Yeah, he was Key 103. Yeah, you know him. Polo, you need to be in that member show then. I'll definitely tell you about that story. That is a mad one. Involved a police escort. That one. Yeah. That was when I used to go around the country to like Dreamscape and Helter Skelter and Detonator. With a couple of DJs back in the olden days. That was when I was like 15, 16. That was when I first got into DJing, started playing vinyl music, started playing drum and bass. And it was basically called Happy Hardcore back then, with like Slipmatt and Dougal and all of those DJs, and like Randall, Kenny Ken, Groove Rider, all of those. Like they were the guys that were like touring around the country. I mean, they all still DJ now, to be honest. They're all like in the late 50s. But yeah, I had all the tape packs as well. Yeah, I used to get the tape packs for free though, because I knew people. because I was in the scene, even though I was only 15, 16, I was in the scene. Yeah, I was DJing then. I was playing vinyl back then when I was 15. Yeah, I'll tell you those stories like in the members chat. All right. Let's talk about football though for a bit. Okay, so what a time to be alive. Like I will ask you a question though in the chat now. Definitely about Diaz and Nunez. Is anybody a bit concerned that we might be outpricing these guys to clubs? Give me a 1 for yes and a 2 for no, because it does seem like if the price isn't right, then we're rejecting. Like we're literally rejecting bids if the price ain't right. And I feel like what's going to happen is maybe a deja vu from last season when we sold all our midfielders. Not last season, but the season before, when we sold all our midfielders to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Sleepy Forest. Oh, good to see you, by the way. I haven't seen you for a while. I do think we are pricing them out of moves around Europe for Saudi Arabia to come in and basically fund our forward line. And I know it's a little bit. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, because look, at the end of the day, I know Nunez has been shit and Diaz has been shit for a while as well. But forcing them to play in Saudi by forcing them out of a move to other clubs feels a little bit, I don't know, if it feels a little bit stinky, like a little bit underhanded, maybe not quite what they deserve. Like I understand Diaz has been taken away from his dream move to Barcelona because they basically offered 40 million euros, which is pathetic. And they were lowballing us, and Bayern Munich were going to do the same. Like, make no bones about it, Bayern Munich were going to lowball us as well, which is why we just told them to F off, because they were never going to pay full whack. So it does feel a little bit like that's not very nice. And it also feels a little bit weird as well with the Nunez. Like, we rejected the money for Saudi when he could have been paid handsomely last in January, and he was all down for that move. And now he's changed his mind because obviously, he's changed his mind. Like, people do change their mind. And he feels like he's got more to offer now, and he wants to move to Napoli. And he's told Walter Gargano, who plays for Napoli, that he's going to be there next season. So we're going to price him out of that move, and we're going to force him back to Saudi, which is what we turned down. Not him. We turned that down. And they may not offer the same wages. Like, I mean, I know Al Nassr are going to be a striker down with John Duran going to Turkey. So there's going to be a spot in their team to play with Ronaldo, to basically do all Ronaldo's running for him, because Mane can't do that running anymore. So they're going to need another forward. So are they going to go for Diaz, or are they going to go for Nunez? And which one is going to go? Like, the 72 million quid burning in their pocket, ready to buy one of them. And there's no installments. It will be upfront cash. And I find what's really interesting is their transfer window's just been moved forward to the 6th of July, which was from the 20th, which means things could happen even quicker now because their transfer window's moved closer. So you have to sit there and think, I don't know, man. Is what we're doing is it a bit arsey? Is it a bit stinky on those players? Or are we just trying to look after the club? We're trying to look after ourselves. Like, and I get it that, like, Diaz wants that dream move to Barcelona. That's fair. And Nunez wanted that move to Saudi Arabia because they offered loads of wages, and he was up for it. But for us to now just go, well, you're not going to Barca, oh, you're not going to Bayern, and we're rejecting because we're waiting for Saudi, or for us to just keep on rejecting, Napoli because they won't pony up. I don't know. Like, I don't know how I feel. Like, I genuinely don't, and I don't like both the players, by the way. Like, I genuinely don't like Nunez, and I don't really rate Diaz. Like, he had a good season last season, but everybody did. Everybody had a good season. Like, and I can't rely on him to do it again when he had a moment where he didn't score for 3 months. Like, which means he can go on purple patches, but he can also go quiet for months and months. And for 70 million, you put that money towards an Osherman, an Isaac, and I'm not saying Ekitike, because Ekitike is not it. I'm sorry. Ekitike is not it. He's another project. Like, you get me Isaac, or you get me Osherman, or you get me both. And both can be done. Not having this, we can't. Like, Liverpool can, like, and they will. But I don't know how people feel about it. Two players that have directly and indirectly disrespected clubs. You're not asked. That's fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. It's either Bayern or Saudi or for Lucho, trust me. Yeah, Williams nailed on. I agree with you. Who said he wanted to go to Saudi? Nunez wanted to go to Saudi Arabia in January, which is why he kind of down tools. Like, he was sulking because we rejected the move. They offered 65 million quid. Like, Napoli and Bayern are lowballing. If their offer is going rate, we'd sell them. Yeah, I mean, Tony, look, if Barcelona had ponied up, then Diaz would be in a Barca shirt now. Like, that's a fact. Like, the money was there. Like, Barca have paid money for other players. That's what's really bizarre about the whole situation. It's like Atletico Madrid wanted Andy Robertson on a free, but they paid 23 million for the Italian guy. So you have money, why didn't you pay for Robbo? And it's like, well, they want Nunez, but you didn't want to pay for Nunez. You wanted to give 40 million for him, 40 million euros. Like, you've just paid 47 million quid for Biana. Is it Biana? The Spanish attacking midfielder. So, like, who are these players? Like, because there's a lot of clubs that are buying players that aren't as good as those players, but they won't pay for those players. Like, we've literally just won the league. We just won the league with these players and multiple trophies with these players, whether you like them or not. Like, other clubs, if you're coming to buy them, you have to pay. like they're winners. Like, they're not bums. They're winners. Like, they won multiple trophies. Like, they're coming to your club with winners' medals around their necks. Like these aren't bums. These will sell you loads of shirts as well. Like, there will be a lot of people that buy Diaz shirts and Nunez shirts, whatever club they go to. They are global superstars. Like, in South America, they are global superstars. So it's like, why are you trying to buy him for 40 million euros, you dick? Like, what are you even coming to the table for? Like, you might as well not even bother coming to the office. Never mind the table. It's weird. I find it really odd. Like, but what I also find really odd is, why isn't anyone from the Premier League buying these players? Like you're going for your Brian Mbuemos, you're going for your João Pedros, you're going for your, I don't know, Semenios, Like, you're trying to move all of these forwards around the league. Yeah. You've got Darwin Núñez there, and you've got Luis Diaz, who would go to a decent club in the Premier League. And that's the problem. Are they trash? Like, are they that good and they're just good with Liverpool? Or, like, I can't make that definition. I can't make that out. I can't. I really can't. Because you've got all of these clubs who want forwards, all of them. Tottenham want a forward, Man United want a forward, Newcastle want a forward, Chelsea wanted forwards. I think they want another forward. Brentford need a forward. There's so many teams that need forwards in the Premier League. None of them are trying to buy Diaz or Núñez. None of them. None of them have been linked. Like, none of them have been linked. Like, make that make sense. Like, Juventus have just got Jonathan David on a free transfer. Yeah? Jonathan David tried for Gyökeres. Sorry, Jonathan David. Juventus tried for Gyökeres. Juventus tried for Osimhen. Didn't try for Núñez. Didn't try for Diaz. Old lady didn't come knocking for those two, but they went for all the others. Like, I don't know. Like, am I missing something? Like, are we all missing something? But Núñez banged the goals in last season, not last season, the season before, and Diaz banged the goals in last season and the season before, by the way. He got 15 goals, 16 goals the season before, 17 goals this season. Like, I don't know. Like, if you got Barcelona knocking, you got Bayern Munich knocking, but you haven't got Juventus, you haven't got Inter Milan, Atlanta, like, none of those teams. Atletico Madrid. You haven't got Newcastle. You haven't got Tottenham. You haven't got Man United. You haven't got Arsenal. None of those teams are knocking. None of them. None of those teams are coming. Weird. Very weird. But you've got Bayern, and you've got Napoli, and you've got Atletico Madrid, and you've also got Barcelona, all offering low ball offers, way below the asking price, way below, like half the asking price. Like, 80 million euros is yours. Okay, 40 million. What? We're not at a car boot sale. Like, we're not at one of those weird car boot sales where you've got a shirt in your hand and the person goes, how much is it? And you go, £5. And he goes, I'll give you £1. What? It's £5. It's a car boot sale. Like, I don't get it. Am I missing something? Like, am I missing something? Seriously? Because these two players could be bagsmen wherever they go. Like, they could be bagsmen wherever they go. Núñez is 26, just turned 26. Diaz is 28. Still got loads of years of football in them. Nobody wants them. Newcastle? Really? Newcastle don't want to go for Núñez. Are you kidding me? Like, are you trying to tell me Newcastle would not, Núñez wouldn't fit Newcastle? Of course he would. Like, Diaz? What, Diaz on the wing? What, he wouldn't suit Newcastle? Really? Like, you wouldn't think he'd go well into Tottenham or Arsenal? Arsenal are trying to get Rodrigo. Like, I don't get it. Like, what am I missing? What am I missing? Like, what am I missing? Like, Chelsea don't want to sign a South American? Seriously? They don't want to sign South Americans anymore. Oh yeah, they do. Of course they do. But they didn't go for Núñez and didn't go for Diaz. I'm confused. I'm really confused. Like, really confused. Yeah, you can't beat a car booty. I remember I did a car boot sale years ago. Yeah. And I was driving in to put my car in the spot where we were taking the stuff out the boot. And someone stuck their head in my car window and offered me money to buy my MP3 player which was in my car playing, mini discs. Do you remember this was years ago. Do you remember mini discs that you could get? And they offered to buy my mini disc player that wasn't for sale. It was in my car. Like, I was playing music from it, and they offered to buy the mini disc player off me while it was in my car, and I sold it. I sold it. And like, I hadn't even pitched up. Like, he literally stuck his head in my car and went, "Oh, what's that?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's a mini disc player." And he went, "Oh, how much do you want for that?" And I was like, "It's not for sale." And he was like, "Oh, okay. Well, if you were selling it, how much would you want for it?" And I was just like, "I don't know." Like, and then I kind of like, I was like talking to the person with us, going, how much should I sell that for then if I was going to sell it? And they were like, "It's not for sale, is it?" And I was like, "Yeah, but he's going to give me money for it." So I sold it. Oh, funny. Mini discs. Yeah, they were like twice as long as a tape. Like, that was it. And what you could do as well, you could like just play them constantly and it'd flip round. But it's a while ago. We're talking old school now. We're talking old school that. But yeah. And it was one of those that you plugged a tape into the tape player, and the cable came out and went into the mini disc player. Do you remember those, where you plugged the tape in and then the music came through the cable? Because I had a tape player in my car back then. I had a what was my car back then? What did I have? Oh, I had a bloody Merc back then. I had a Merc. I had an AMG A-class Merc back then with a tape player, tape cassette. That's a long time ago, isn't it? That's a long time ago. Yeah. But yeah, the tape head adapter. Yeah, that's what it was called. Yeah. Okay, so question. Yeah, straight up. Would you sell both players this season, Nunes and Diaz? Would you sell both? Actually, better question. Do you think Nunes or Diaz will be at the club at the start of the season? Yes or no? Yes or no? Will they be at the club, both of them, at the start of the season? Yes or no? No. Big up, Tony. Hope you're well. No. Big up, Dandra. Big up, Rasta. Hope you're well. How come you're not a member? Get involved, Rasta. Become a member, and then you can check out that show, Football and Rabbit Holes. I'm sure you'll like it as well, mate. You like conspiracies. No. Oh, not both. Okay. So you think one will stay? That's interesting. Diaz hopefully will be. Okay, so we have some Diaz fans, which is fine. That's fine. That's fine. But the question is, and this is obviously what I talked about earlier, is it fair? Is it fair to keep him? Because he wants to go. Like, he genuinely wants to go. Like, his agents are trying to resurrect a deal with Barcelona, like behind the scenes. Like, he genuinely wants to go. We will not offer him a new contract. Like, and I'm not gonna talk about the contract, because people are saying this and people are saying that. Look, it doesn't matter. Basically, he wants more money. Okay, he wants more money, and we haven't offered him it. Yeah. The problem is we want rid of both, but both are big. Yeah, it's a good point. I think Nunes will go. What's the maximum price? Ooh, that's a good question. I would say I would take 60 million each. I would say that's probably the minimum price on both of those players. I mean, João Pedro's just gone for 60 million, like 55 million plus 5 million add-ons. I mean, all the guy did was score penalties. Like he's not had a season where he scored more than 10 goals. And I don't know whether he scored more than 5 open play goals a season. Like, genuinely, like he's not even in England international. So if João Pedro's going for that, Cunha's going for 62 million, then you have to really put down Diaz and Nunes as 60 million minimum. You have to, like, you just have to. They're both Premier League winners. They've both won trophies. Like, they're both star men for their international teams. Like, João Pedro's not even played in international. Sorry, not João. Yeah, João Pedro's not even in international. Like, no, João Pedro is. It's Gittins. It's Gittins who is an international. Sorry. So João Pedro's like, yeah, okay, and then you've also got the likes of Strand Larsen went for God knows how much. Cunha, like, he's only just broke into the Brazilian team. Like, if you got these guys going for more than 60 million, then you have to put down Nunes and Diaz as a minimum of 60 million. You have to. Last season, though, Nunes was so bad, his value dropped to, I think, below 50 million. But he's still only 26. Liverpool have to do what's right for Liverpool, don't they? They have to do what's right. And if we start accepting low ball offers, then we're just going to be one of those clubs that, Richard Hughes will take a low ball offer. Like, he's just not that guy, is he? Like, he got 3 million for Nat Phillips. Like, how did he get 3 million for Nat Phillips? But he did. He got 35 million for Gerald Quansah. like Gerald Quansah's not even played 50 games for Liverpool, and he got 35 million. Like Sepp van der Berg, 35 million. Like, last season, like, he hadn't kicked the ball for Liverpool in anger. Like, and then you've also got Fabio Carvalho, cost us like 5 million, and we got 35 million for him. Like, Edwards is just, he's a bit of a monster. Like, he's a bit of a monster. Like, he can't accept a low ball offer. It's all about pride. It's all about reputation, isn't it? If you're seen as a club that starts selling players off cheap, then you're always going to have that reputation. And what I'll do is I'm going to share this. I'm going to share some images. By the way, I took a load of photos of things that I thought I wanted to talk about today. And this is ideally what I want to cover. If we accept low ball offers, then we will be like Arsenal. And Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is still the most expensive sale for Arsenal since 2017. Did anybody know that? Like, they call themselves a big club. Nobody buys their players. They're not that big. Like, they spend a lot, but they don't make any money. Like, that's kind of how it is. Like, he's the most expensive sale, and he came to Liverpool like under Jurgen, like 40 million. That's mad. It's a mad one. When that popped up, I was like, whoa, I am definitely going to talk to my show today. I'm sure people would want to know it. Do you remember when we had Bet Victor? Funny. I did like some of the New Balance shirts. Like, I have got quite a few of them. I've got quite a few of the New Balance shirts. Someone sent me a video of the new Liverpool shirts because they're being sold. Has anyone got them now? The new Liverpool shirts, because you can buy them unofficially, like unreleased. I don't know whether they're real though. I'm just having a quick drink. Yeah, they just copy a lot of stuff, don't they? apparently the goalkeeper shirt for pre-season is exactly the same as Real Madrid's, like exactly the same. Like apparently, yeah, I know they have come back. It's an interesting one. I think it could happen, you know. I really do. Um, I There's like 217 of you in here, and massive, massive big up for you all being involved here. I shared this last night, but I'm actually going to do it again because I actually think it's important that people see this, because I don't think Liverpool forget about the road they've been down. Like, and this is what I talked about last night on my show. I talked about everybody's surprised. Don't be surprised if we get Isaac. Like, I'm totally straight up. Do not be surprised if we sign Isaac, because Edwards does not forget players. He does not forget the players that he wanted when he was involved in data analytics. And we tried 3 times. Sorry, we tried twice for Isaac. And if you didn't know, we had a secret meeting with IAK before Isaac moved to Valencia. Was it Valencia or Real Sociedad? Might have been Real Sociedad. But he moved to Spain. But we had a secret meeting to try and get him. And we obviously tried again when he came from Spain to Newcastle. And it was Jurgen that opted for Nunes. We've been down this road before. We went down that road with Vert. We went down that road with Frimpong. Like, we will travel down that road again. And you're not wrong. We tried for Osimhen when he was 17. We tried for Osimhen before he went to Wolfsburg. Like, we've been down that road. Like, we know players. We scout them. We do our homework. Like, we know that Isaac is the right character. And now, okay, we're going to pay over the odds. Like, we could have paid 58 million for him, but instead we went for Nunes. It is what it is. Like, but are we getting a better player now? Because we would have been getting a guy that would have been a project as well. Like, he had one good season in Spain, and he had a couple of iffy ones. And we also would have gone through all the injuries with him, by the way, at Liverpool. So I don't know whether we would have been looking at him like a Daniel Sturridge. Like, I genuinely don't know whether he would have even succeeded at Liverpool. Like, it's a real interesting one. But the road has come to a crossroads for him now. And he has to make a decision. Like, he knows that Liverpool want him. He knows Liverpool. He's spoken to us numerous occasions. We've spoken to his family twice. You don't think we've done it again? Eddie Howe used to work with Edwards. Like, these are buddies. These are buddies from back in the Portsmouth old days. These 3 were the data analytics under Harry Redknapp at Portsmouth. Go and look it up. Like, honestly, this is how it goes at Liverpool. We have to understand that we don't just do things on a whim. Like, it's not just a case of, oh yeah, he's a good player, we'll go and get him. No way. We have done years of research. And you think Mark Guehi's come out of nowhere? No. Mark Guehi would have been on our list a long time ago, and we'd have done so much research onto this guy. Like, we'd have probably been scouting him when he was in Chelsea's academy, because Jurgen Klopp was obsessed with Chelsea players, if you remember. Absolutely obsessed with Chelsea players for some reason. Like, I'm surprised he wasn't calling them up on the weekend. like he was with Jude. I'm telling you, you put those together, I genuinely think the quad's on. Like, if we've ever been as close to the quad without actually starting it, you stick those two in your lineup. My God, that is frightening. That's just truly frightening. Like, can you imagine going up against those two? Like, if you haven't got Isaac just basically running you to the ground with dribbling and just pure precision, then you've got Osherman just like doing karate kicks into the top corner. And like, if anyone hasn't watched it, go and watch the YouTube video of Osherman's overhead kicks. There's an actual YouTube video on just his overhead kicks because he's done so many. It's scary. It's scary. And the money's there. The money is there. The money's there. The wages are there. And I know people keep on talking about the money and the wages and Liverpool don't do this and Liverpool don't do that. They've never been asked. Like, can we just be honest? Like, the last 8 years, they weren't asked. Like, nobody knocked on FSG's door and said, give me 200 million quid. Like, it took Edwards a flight to Boston to go, look, we want to get Wirtz. He's going to cost 100 million. Like, we want to go and get him. And Kirkez is there. We've done all the work on him. Can you give us 200 million? Actually, can you give us 300 million? And we need to rebuild. And they went, yeah, there you go. There you go. That's cool. There you go. We trust you. You're going to make it. You're going to make it happen. Yeah, there you go. That's what happened. Tony Werner talked about it in one of his interviews. Like, he literally said, yeah, we trust them. Yeah, we trust them. Edwards came and asked for the money. We gave him it. Done deal. So you don't think they're going to go and ask them for the money for Isaac? Jesus Christ. They've been trying for Isaac for 8 years. Tried to get him when he was 18. He didn't go to IAK to Spain. He went from IAK to Dortmund. Sorry, I've just seen the Dortmund shirt. He played for Dortmund as well. Yeah, he went from IAK to Dortmund. And then he went from Dortmund to Real Sociedad. And we tried to get him when he was at IAK, and then we tried to get him when he was at Sociedad. We didn't try at Dortmund. We tried at Sociedad. But FSG are rich. No shit. No shit. Well, basically the first 10 minutes I was talking about music. So you're pretty much up to date. All right. I talked about Diaz and Nunes, and basically, are we a bit arsey for not selling them to the clubs that they want to go to on the cheap, or is it because maybe they're not really that wanted because none of the other big clubs have come in for them? Only clubs that are lowballing us have come in. That's kind of where we're up to. And now we're talking about Isaac. What else did I want to show? So I just wanted to show you that Liverpool have memories, and we will go after whoever we want to go after, and we have tried for a long, long time for those guys, and we'll go again. A couple of things I want to fly through. I wanted to show you this actually, because this one is interesting. Where is it? Oh, talking about strikers. Jadon Danns is expected to be part of Arne Slot's plans for the future and maybe part of the pre-season tour with the Reds. According to Ben Bossack, who was right on the money with Kirkez, by the way, Slot is an admirer of Danns, and his ability to drop deep into midfield has caught the eye of the gaffer. Look, I know people are going to come at me with the Endo stuff, and they might also come at me with, Jota, but I do feel like Dan's is probably going to be the sixth striker. I think he's probably going to be the sixth striker next season, and I'm cool with it. Like, I'm cool with it. If we've got Salah, Cody, maybe Diaz still, and then we've got an Isaac and Osherman, then I'm cool with it. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool with Dan's being the sixth or the fifth. I'm absolutely fine with it. I really am. Like, he'll get some game time. He'll get to play some cup games. He'll get to play some of the Champions League games that no one really cares about, because we aren't going to do what we did this season, next season in the Champions League, because we know we can finish 18th and get a good draw, or we can finish 18th and get a shit draw, or we can finish top and get the worst draw ever. Like, so we know. Exactly, mate. Exactly. That's it. 100%. 100%. Like, they just don't get asked. They didn't get asked. Like, nobody wanted the money. Nobody wanted the money back then. Why didn't they want the money? Oh, yeah, that's because the manager in charge said he would never pay 100 million for anyone. He would rather walk out the door. Tight arse. That's why. People know how I feel. People know how I feel. Like, I am gutted that Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk and Alisson and Trent and Robbo and those guys wasted 2 years because of him, because they weren't competitive and they could have done more. That's how I feel. Ooh, that's a burn, Jamie. That's a burn. Who knows, mate? Who knows? But we'll see what happens with him. I think the books may get balanced with the few that are leaving. Yeah, I wanted to cover that as well, but I think that could be a little bit of media work to maybe get the price down on Palace. Have a think about that one, because we ain't signing both. What have we got next? Let's have a quick look. What else have we got? Yeah, we might as well talk about these. Okay, so people going. Look, I said this a while ago, and people came at me for it. Sometimes people just aren't good enough for where the club needs to go. Sometimes you have to change it up. If you want to be competitive and you want to be the best, you need the best. And sometimes the staff just aren't the best. And you can say what you want, but they clearly do not rate him enough to keep him around. Yeah, to his 18 kids. You're absolutely right. He has got a monster family. And it's an interesting scenario where, is there an element of Taffarel was only at the club because Ali liked him? And maybe that was one of the stipulations. Like, I really don't know. But this isn't a club that's doing mates rates now. And it's not a boys' club where it's all the lads. Like, you're all mates, you're all having a good time, like chilling, and everyone's here for fun and games. No, we're here to win trophies. We're here to compete. We're here to be the best. And you've seen how hard it is. Last season, So many games were only won by one goal. So many games were only won by one goal. Like Slot said it. like people said it wasn't competitive. He was like, we only won most of our games by one goal. So how is it not competitive? Like, and if you look at some of the guys that have gone, we've cleared out pretty much all the under 21 staff. We've cleared out all the under 18s. We've cleared out loads of the under 18s. So we've had a big refresh with all the kids going, all the ones that just aren't good enough, not going to make it. It looks like we're going to clear out a load of players from the academy that have come through to the first team that Jurgen played. Slot's not played them. And we're going to get good money for them with the likes of, we've already got rid of Kwanzaa. We've already got rid of Kelleher. We'll be getting rid of Elliott. Doak will be going. He's another player that Jurgen brought in. Who else? Like, there's plenty more. Tyler Morton. They're all guys that just haven't made the cut under the new guy. And you have to look at it like this. Like, so we've already got a new coach. Like, so he's gone. He's gone. And so is this guy as well, which I thought was an interesting one, because this was a slot employment. This guy was a slot employment. You know, Fabian Otter was a slot hire. He didn't cut the mustard, so he's gone. So that's another one gone. So we're making cuts that obviously the club want to do. Like, this is all under the management. This is all under Hughes, Edwards, Slot. You know, making changes, and we should be really happy about us making changes. We should be really happy about us making changes, because I know you don't like hearing it, but this is why Manchester United under Ferguson, we're so good, because he used to cut people and change the dressing room noise consistently on a regular basis. Making plans. That's the one. Oh, wow. Thanks, Peter. I just noticed. Good to have you on board, mate. Thank you very much for the memberships. Everybody grab those memberships. When's the conspiracy show happening? I just created the thumbnail today. I will do the show. I'll do the show. How does everyone feel about me doing the show on Sunday? Sunday evening, 2 hours. How does everyone feel about that? Let me know in the chat. Does that work for you? Sunday. What do you reckon? Oh, sorry, regular mate. Does that work? Yeah, that works. Well, you're not a member, so you need to be a member to be in that show. Sorry. When they get gifted, I think they just get passed around. I don't think it's like a. I don't think it's like a. You pick one up. You just get allocated one. I think that's what happens. But if you want to join, it's £1. Like, it's £1, and you can cancel after a month. It's up to you. All right, there's a load of yous interested. Okay, I'll do the show on Sunday at 8 o'clock. If it's not 8, it'll be 9. Okay, so we'll do that. All right. It is just random. You're right, Mezzy. It's just random. But just become a member. Become a member. Just become a member for that show. It's £1. All right. It's all random. Everything's random. This isn't random, though, is it? Moving on, coaches. So he's gone. Who's in the house then? Who are we replacing these guys with? Shall we have a look? First of all, First of all, Van Bronckhorst. If you don't know about this guy, then you probably need to watch a few Arsenal videos from the 90s. You could probably look at a Feyenoord website because he won the league with them before Slot. So fancy getting two people in that won the league with Feyenoord. That's just continuity, isn't it? And Liverpool's moving in the circles that we need to move in now because we're hiring managers as coaches. Like, he's a manager. He's not a coach. He's a manager. But he's going to be part of the coaching team. But he was a manager. He was a manager of Besiktas. He was a manager of Feyenoord. Like, he was a manager at Celtic. And he was really good. So, and you're right, he was an absolutely sick left back. I mean, he played for Barcelona as well, by the way. Sorry, Rangers. Yeah, you're right. Not Celtic, Rangers. You're right. Only Slot on a flying saucer, yeah. We should be. We really should be. And he was pretty good at set pieces, if I remember. Didn't he have a wicked free kick and a wicked corner on this guy? So maybe we're getting in someone who could utilize set pieces for us. And we've also got a guy who's going to take the free kicks like knuckleballs in Wirtz. Has anybody seen the knuckleball videos of Wirtz with free kicks? Has anyone just seen Wirtz's free kicks? Because he takes about 4 different types. No, he's not. I'm going to show you the goalkeeping coach. So we've also got a goalkeeping coach as well that's come in. And I'll show you who he is now. And I don't know why I haven't got his name up. That was a bit dumb. I've got his name up here somewhere. Hang on. That was a bit dumb. You can't see his name. So let me just bring up his name. Everton have signed Thernio Barry, by the way. 35 million. So Everton have got another massive lump up front, just in case you didn't know. Yeah, he's Portuguese. He used to work with Rafa Benitez, this guy. So this is brilliant stuff. Really experienced. Xavi Valcaro, that's it. Xavi Valero, sorry. Big up regular Scouser. I wish I could give you a membership for that one, mate. Yeah, Xavi Valero. So he's back. I don't think he's back. I think he worked with Rafa Benitez, but it wasn't at Liverpool. I think he worked with Benitez at Valencia, if I'm correct. But yeah, he used to be with us, did he? Oh, okay. So he used to be with us then. Okay, so he used to be with us with Pepe Reina, which is interesting. So there you go. Also, everyone's saying big up to Peter for the membership gifts. So yeah. So big up Peter. Also, what else have we got for you? I did bring up quite a few things. I thought this one was interesting because we can now just forget about it. Brathwaite signed a new contract. Can we stop talking about Brathwaite now? Okay, never going to happen. It's done. Yeah, that one's over. We can all move on now. Also wanted to mention this one as well, which I thought was hilarious, in case you didn't know. PSG have paid 50 million euros for Bradley Barcola transfer early to help Lyon not get relegated. And you know what that means if Lyon do not get relegated. Can you put it in the chat? What does that mean if Lyon don't get relegated? Come on, this is an interactive show. What does that mean? If Lyon don't get relegated, what does it mean? On over 80 million. No, it means Palace don't play Europa League. It's spot on. Spot on, Bizzle. Palace can't play Europa, which means there might be a bit more flex in the Guehi deal. But I thought that one was interesting. I don't think we want Fofana anyway, if I'm completely honest. He's not worth 55 million, and that's already been agreed with Nottingham Forest. They've already agreed the fee of 55 million, and we're not going to pay that. I'm not going to pay 55 million for an unproven 20-year-old winger. I mean, that's just madness. That's just not what we do. So, yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. Look, if I'm completely honest, Polo, if we hadn't got PSG, we'd have probably won the Champions League. Like we got beat by PSG on penalties. Like, we're the only team that beat them at their ground. Like we only got beat on penalties, and it was all down to a bozo moment from Canate and Mo Salah hitting their player twice while he was on the line. Like, and that was the difference between us not beating PSG and getting knocked out of the Champions League. It's really that simple. And also Nunes and Jones hit shit penalties. Like we cannot forget that. We cannot forget that Nunes hit a shit penalty, and so did Curtis Jones. Like it's hard to overlook that was crap. Yeah. We should have won it in the first 20 minutes. I had this argument with loads of people saying that PSG were this. I was like, what game were you watching? Like, we absolutely battered them for the first 20 minutes. Like, Pacho had two unbelievable clearances off the line from Mo Salah. One at his knee and one at his, like, the top of his torso. And it was literally, the goal was gaping. Like, and Salah smashed him twice. Like, really unbelievable goal line saves. Like, they were. And their goalie was sick. He was sick in that game. Like I'm sorry, but I know everyone's like, oh, we lost to PSG and we lost to Newcastle. Like, anyone can lose to Newcastle because Newcastle are really bloody good, like, on their day. But if we'd have beat PSG, we'd have won the Champions League. There wasn't anyone that was anywhere near as good as us and PSG further on in that tie, further on. We'd have beaten everyone and we'd have won the Champions League. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. Anyway, what else have we got for you? I've got to show you this. This is wild. Okay, so I found this incredible. Yeah. So we've lost Trent and we've lost Robbo. Yeah. Between Trent and Robbo, yeah, this is their entire Liverpool career, by the way. 50 goals, 182 assists between both of them. Yeah. Frimpong and Kirkes have already got 43 goals and 80 assists already. Already. This stat is wild. Like, and Kirkez is 21 and Frimpong is 24. Like, I'm telling you, like I've said this before. Like, we think that Trent and Robbo were the best we've ever had. Don't be surprised if these two overtake them. Don't be surprised if their numbers are even higher than those two. Seriously. Frimpong for me could probably get 10 goals a season regularly, and Kirkez maybe 5. Honestly, Kirkez has a rocket of a shot. Frimpong's just a predator. Like, he gets into the box, he sneaks on the back post all the time, and he hits curling shots from inside the box. As soon as he gets a chance, he'll take a shot. Like to have a left back and a right back that aren't afraid of shooting and have scored is pretty incredible. And they've both got assists in them all day long. Like, I'm telling you, we should be really excited about these two. But there you go. I'm just giving you the numbers. Yeah, and they've both got pace forward and back, which those two didn't have. Well, Robbo did. Like, Robbo was fast. Like, I'm not saying Robbo wasn't fast, he was. But yeah, I thought that was an interesting one. See, I'm bringing the goods. I always bring the goods. So make sure you hit the likes and subscribe. Make sure you hit the likes and subscribe. I also found this as well. Most goals and assists in a season by a Liverpool player this century. Okay? Look how many times Mo Salah is in that list in the last 10 years. Isn't that mental? Isn't that mental? That list is crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Mo Salah is on 57 twice. 2024, 25, and 2017 and 2018. Honestly, those numbers are absolutely bonkers. And that season with Luis Suarez was unbelievable. I'm not going to lie. That was an unbelievable season. And also Roberto Firmino. Like, 2020, 2017, 2018, same as Mo. Look how much GA the two of them got. Like, between them. Mental. And obviously Mane was pretty good as well that season. But yeah, just wanted to show you that as well. Crazy. Yeah, let's not talk about Curtis Jones now. I'm not even talking about him. Like he's a squad player. Like, just leave him alone. Like, there's no point hating on him. Like, he's been good for us. He didn't cost us a penny, by the way. Can we all stop hating on players that we didn't pay for? Like, so what? Like, it didn't cost us any money. Like, if they cost me 100 million and they were shit, then I'd just be like, okay, yeah, hate on them. But Curtis Jones, like, he hasn't cost us a penny. Like, he came through the youth team. He's still only 24. Like, still only 24. Like, come on. I also wanted to show you this as well, which I thought was interesting. Liverpool has been doing some mad media, like the last day. So that was yesterday, talking about Ibu Konate becoming a Red 4 years ago. Are they like trying to put pressure on him, or are they like throwing the hint that your contract's up for renewal? Like, because it's a weird one, like, that they're putting that up. Like, I found that one a bit odd. Like, is that media campaign to put pressure on Konate, or is this something that's gonna happen soon? Like, is it breadcrumbs? Could be both. Fair point. Could be both. Could be both, but yeah. Just a baby, isn't he, there? He looks a kid, doesn't he? He's just a kid, isn't he? There. Absolute unit, though, isn't he? Bloody hell. He could have been an American football player, let's be fair. And then this one as well. I thought this one was a bit mad. Endo. Like, Endo Otaro's hopes last season's Premier League title triumph is the start of a prosperous period for the Reds under Arne Slot. Isn't that an interesting comment to post up? That was today, by the way. It means a lot, but to me, but I still feel like we can achieve something more with the staff and the team for the fans. Is that Liverpool confirming Endo staying? I don't understand that. Like you wouldn't be sticking stuff on the social media feed if the play's going, or are they building it up for? Are they building it up for the fact that we've got the Japanese tour soon? He's got his own podcast. I didn't know he had his own podcast. But yeah, I think that's interesting. The media that's going up for Liverpool, and also this one as well. Dominic Szoboszlai. Oh, I took a screenshot and it's covered it up. Sorry. It's got Dom signing his contract. But yeah, how it started, how it's going. 2 years ago, he became a Red. So it's another one where Liverpool social media is on overdrive. On overdrive right now. What else have I got for you? I got this one as well that I wanted to show you. The merry-go-round. So this all leads up to Guehi. Crystal Palace set to sign Osama Dimonde for 55 million to replace Mark Guehi, who wants to leave. Guehi has agreed a 5-year deal with Liverpool and is pushing for the move. Liverpool see him as a solid replacement for Ibrahima Konate, who just turned down their first new contract offer. With Real Madrid, PSG, and Al Hilal all showing interest in Konate, Liverpool might have to cash in, especially if he doesn't sign a new deal, with a fee around 40 million being talked about. So could we see Diamonde in for Guehi at Palace, Guehi for Konate at Liverpool, and Konate could be off to one of Euro's top giants? One move sets off the next. What do we think? To me, it's a sign Ibu is leaving. If we sign the Palace defender, I see Konate on the bench. I agree. Like, do you think Konate's got the fight in him? Do you think he's got the fight in him? Because Guehi ain't coming to bench. Guehi is not coming to bench. He's a future captain. Like, he's not coming to bench. Diamonde would be that would be funny, wouldn't it? If we signed Guehi and then signed Diamonde and just went, yeah, F you Palace. We're getting both. You're right. Then we need another centre-back. And the other centre-back is who? Who do you think the other centre-back might be? Who do you think the other centre-back could be? Yeah. Hato. I think it's Hato. I think we see Hato as a potential centre-back, stroke left-back, can play both positions. I don't think it's Lukeba. I think Lukeba's probably trying to drive the price down on Guehi. Lukeba's 70 million. Like, I've actually got a piece that I wanted to show you on Lukeba. I might as well share this now. I'll do a quick screen share. So bear with me. So I wanted to share this one, which I thought was interesting because it looks like the Diamonde one could be stormed because Crystal Palace is said to be willing to pay around 25 million for him, and they price him at 52 million. And this is where the Lekeba piece comes in. Palace need the money to buy Diamonde. They haven't got it. They're trying to buy him for 25 million. That's just not going to work. So Liverpool offer them 35 million for Guehi, and they say no, they want 55 million or 45 million, 50 million. And this is where the posturing comes in, and this is where we then go, okay, then we'll go and look at Lekeba and we'll take Guehi on a free next year. Palace are sat there going, well, we don't want to lose money. We also don't want to pay Chelsea 20% of our fee. So they're trying for Diamonde to replace Guehi, for Guehi to go to Liverpool. Liverpool then start looking at Lekeba. Palace get nervous. Diamonde's being rejected because of the price. Palace go, okay, we'll take 35. They use the money to buy Diamonde. I think it's all about that. It's all about posturing. I can see Lekeba going to Tottenham or someone like that. I can see them ponying up and spending that money. But we're not spending 72 million. They might lower that to like 60 with add-ons. But really, like, is Lekeba all that? Like, he's had 2 pretty average seasons. Even Gertrude had an average season at Leipzig. They've not been good for 2 years. Like, really? I don't know. I don't know about that one. Also wanted to bring this up as well. I can't show the video, unfortunately, but you can go and watch it. Don't bother pressing Guehi. He's an absolute monster at getting out of the press. Like, getting out of the press, he is astonishingly good. So you should watch that video. It's on Pythagoras. I mean, it's a really good channel, by the way, if you haven't checked it. Pythagoras in Boots. Like, I really do recommend that channel. That's a great video. Just talks about, it just shows you how good Guehi is on the ball and getting out of tricky situations and getting away from the press. Yeah. Yeah, this is the one with 78 million. Sorry, I thought it was 72. It's even more. Lekeba, release clause of 78 million, but Leipzig and the player agree who sold for a lower amount. It won't be that much lower, by the way. Leipzig aren't mugs. Like, Leipzig want like 80 million for Sesko, who they said they take 50 for. Can one of the mods step in here, because I don't want fighting in the chat. It's really not about that. Like, if you agree with me or you don't agree with me, fine, but like, just be courteous to each other. Like, we're all fans. Like, we all want the best. Is that the Pythagoras link? Regular? Is that the Pythagoras link? Or have you just put spam in there? Oh, also big up Peter for the super chat. Sorry, mate. I think I did read that out, actually. Sorry. I've told you, actually, we're going to do probably 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock on Sunday. I need to remind myself, though, that. Okay. What else have I got for you? Got a few more bits. Got another 5 minutes left. I'm going to do an hour and a half. Guehi will happen, by the way. Like, that will speed up. Like, so this is in the Express. Like, this will speed up rapidly now because we've now just got 35 million for Quonset, and we're just going to divert it straight into Guehi. Like, that's just going to happen. That's it, Mezza. You tell them. You tell them. Stop arguing, or you're going to timeout. I'll just time you out. Like, all right, I can just do it here now. So, okay. So, in fact, do me a favor. Each of you who's been being naughty, write in the chat. Sorry, both of you, or you will go on the naughty step and you'll be timed out. Okay. Both of you write sorry in the chat. All right. You're apologizing to everybody, not just me. Oh, he's already timed them out. Okay. All right. Well, they can't do that now. Okay. Stinker and hooked. Absolutely. What else have I got for you? So I'm gonna quickly look on Transfer Live on Express, because this has been pretty fast. So let's see what's happening on here. Let me just flick through here. What I need to do though is I need to close a few screens. I've got like stuff on Darwin Núñez and that, which I just can't be asked talking about. Right, it is what it is. Like, just going to close up a few screens. Bear with me. Okay, so let me just scroll through this tab and we can have a look at a few things. No, we're certainly not making them taste a biscuit because Don got bloody copywritten for that. He could have had his channel blasted. Like that would have been bad. So I'm just going to scroll through here. So Arsenal are waiting on decision from Rodrigo. I'm not being funny. Like, Rodrigo really hasn't set anything alight, has he? Pedro's been given the number 20 shirt. Cole Palmer's got the number 10. Let's see how he gets on. Let's see if Stone Cold Palmer can deal with the pressure. Anana's staying. Can you believe he cost 52 million? That's the Lekeba story. 76 million release. See what I mean? People don't know. 76. It was 78 on the other page. Right. 53 million's been agreed by Nottingham Forest. Burnley signing players again, and they'll probably get relegated again. Sunderland are willing to offer 21 million for Chelsea's 18th choice goalkeeper. Can you believe that? João Pedro, another forward that doesn't play up front, signed. Bayern Munich are after another of Chelsea's players that never plays for them. We're not going to pay 50 million for Malek Fofana. Sorry. That's all the big merry-go-round of coaches and people that have gone. Eze's keen on the Arsenal move. Arsenal won't pay 68 million. They won't. Man United and Chelsea have been offered Kudus. In the chat, just randomly, would you take Kudus? Would you take Kudus? Like, everybody wanted this guy last season. Everybody wanted Kudus last season. Like, he's still only 24. Kudus. He's still only 24. Like, would you take Kudus, like, at a lower price? like to replace Diaz, for example. He plays in multiple positions. Yeah, you could sell Elliott and buy Kudus. Honestly, okay, I'll ask you a question. Would you take Kudus over Ekitike? In the chat, would you take Kudus over Ekitike? Yes or no? I'd take Kudus. I'd take Kudus over Ekitike. I would. I'd take Kudus over Ekitike. I'm just going to turn my screen up a bit dark in here. Well, he wouldn't play in the number 9. Kudus would play wide, or he'd play false 9, or he could play the 10. Kudus can play all over the park. Like he played in midfield. Like, look, he didn't have a great season for West Ham, yeah, and I get that. But he was unbelievable for West Ham when he signed for them, and he was unbelievable for Ajax when he played for them. And he's still only 24. You're allowed to have one off season, and that off season happened to be with 3 different shit managers. And it's not like he's still with a good manager. Really? Everybody's against Kudus that much? I think he's a sensational player. Like, look, I want who I want, and I want Victor Gyökeres, and I want Isak. I'm saying that, but all of this negativity about, I wouldn't take Kudus. Like, he's clearly a very good player. Like, if he goes to Tottenham, he could end up being unbelievable for them. No, I don't. No, he's been put on the naughty step, so he doesn't need to apologise now. Okay, they've done their time. They've been timed out, so they don't need to apologise. They've done their timed out. I'm not going to make them apologise as well as being timed out. He has an attitude. Really? Or is this just not another an African player has got an attitude when they really haven't? Is this just not another one of those? Shall we have a look if Kudus has an attitude problem? Does Kudus okay. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen. Okay, so let's do a bit of online digging into Kudus. Yeah. Okay, so Mohamed Kudus is generally considered a talented player. Some reports and analysis suggest he has displayed issues with attitude and temperament, particularly highlighted by a recent 5-game ban following violent conduct during a match against Tottenham. Who won to sign him, by the way? Kudus received a 5-game ban after being sent off for violent conduct, where he raised his hands to opponents. He was also charged by the FA for this incident. Okay, people lose their shit, like, big deal. Perceived turning up when he fancied it. Some comments indicate a perception that Kudus' performance can be inconsistent. Okay, players can be inconsistent. Like, we've literally just gone through God knows how many years of Nunes and Diaz, like the most inconsistent 2 players on earth. Selfishness and team play. There are discussions about whether he prioritizes his own play over team tactics, with some coaches and commentators suggesting he needs to focus more on the team and control his temperament. Player's own statement. In one instance, Kudus reportedly stated he can't change his play style and enjoys playing for his own enjoyment and the fans. Okay, well, that's quite damning, isn't it? All right, well, maybe we've got a point then. Okay, so Kudus is a no then. Okay, Kudus is a no. All right. I don't know. I'd still take him. I'd still take him at Liverpool. I mean, we did try to sign him. Like he was a player. He was a player that Liverpool wanted. Like, that is a fact. Like, Liverpool wanted Kudus, but Pep and Linders and Jurgen wanted to go and get Diaz. So we didn't get Kudus. Like, and he went to West Ham. Like, that's just how it goes. I don't think it was Diaz. I think it was Cody. No, it wasn't Cody. I think it was Gravenberch. I think it was Gravenberch. He got Gravenberch instead. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Anyway, we've done 136 minutes. I give you an extra 5 or 6. So I'm going to end it here. Regulus Gauser, you'll remember. Good to have you on board. Remember, I'm going to post up. I'm going to post up the show that I'm going to do, members only show, which is going to be on Sunday, round about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, called Football and Rabbit Holes, which is going to be 2 hours, maybe longer. I don't know. I don't know where we're going to go with this one. I'm not going to plan it. It's going to be completely off the cuff. Because it's a member show, I can also delve into Google and some websites that I know, and we can have a real laugh about it. We can talk about football, anything you want. We can talk about rabbit holes. We can go down any rabbit hole you want. If you want to talk about fake history, the mud floods, I know loads about that. If you want to talk about the secret space program, we can talk about that. You want to talk about Atlantis, you want to talk about the history of the world, like the Big Bang Theory, you want to talk about science, you want to talk about assassinations, you want to talk about lizards and reptiles. Seriously, we can go down all of those holes. We talk about the Vatican if you want. Seriously, I'm here for you. I'm not going to talk about F-Earth. I'm not going to talk about F-Earth because it might get banned. We can talk about the rocket that went up in the sky with the singer in, if you want. That's a really interesting one. If you want to talk about that, we go where we want. All right, but that's going to be a great show. If that goes as well as I hope, then I may include a non-members show every 2 weeks. We might just do one every 2 weeks. We'll see what happens. But yeah, have you ever seen The Simpsons? That's all you need to know. Watch The Simpsons episode with the dome. All you need to know. What's that? Talk about? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? You're still not a member, so you're not going to be there. You need to be a member to be there. Antwango, get your quid out your pocket and become a member, and you can be there and talk about this stuff. Send Nunes to space. Yeah, he might. You're right. He might. he might start eating the cheese. I don't know. Anyway, I will catch you all later. Please hit the likes and subscribe if you haven't. If you're not going to become a member, please be a subscriber. If you're not going to be a subscriber, please hit the likes on the way out. Let's get this algorithm up. And I'm also going to start posting shorts soon as well. So check out those. Going to do some AI conversations on some shorts. Going to see how that works. That's a new thing I'm going to bring into the channel. So let's see how that goes. But yeah, good to have you here. Hope you have a good evening. Let me divert you to another show quickly. How many likes have I got? 115. I can live with that. 115 works. I'm also on the road to 1,500 subscribers. So I would absolutely love to get there before the end of July. You know what? I'm going to send you all to Irishman. Okay? Check out Irishman's show. Yeah? And if you haven't liked and subscribed to his show, go and do it. Please all go over and write in KMack Raid for the Irishman. I'm going to send you over there. Okay? Brian is a top guy. He doesn't get enough people on his show. So go over and check his show out. Okay? All 139 of you, please go over and say hello and put in KMack Raid. All right? I will see you all soon, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow, and I will set up that show for next week, for Sunday. Okay? Love you. Bye.